Hi, beautiful star beings of light. In this teaching videos today, I wanted to show you some examples of how you can use your past life or multidimensional selves to jump timeline and bring yourself into a higher state of vibrational being. This is gathered from hundreds and hundreds of channeling sessions with starseeds, past life healing, past life activation. And so I will be sharing you some examples and helping you apply this same principle into your own lives. I really believe that the term past life healing goes much deeper than looking at time in a linear manner. In the higher dimensional realm, from your higher self's perspective, our lifetimes are occurring simultaneously at once in this holographic universe. So to me, when it comes to past life healing, I really believe that we are doing a multi-dimensional self-healing, which means that time itself is malleable. What happened in the past can be changed, can be uplifted into different timelines. Very much like looking into your future. If you see a psychic or if you're doing a card reading for yourself, what you're doing is reading your possible future timelines based on your current vibration. So same thing is that we can project ourselves back into the past and changing any vibrations or timelines that no longer align to where we want to go. And going back into these timelines to uplift these vibrations, to heal our multidimensional or past selves, to bring our present consciousness into our most ascended state of being. And to better understand this, visualize an infinity mirror. When you are looking into those mirrors, facing towards each other, there's a multiple infinite versions of you within these mirrors. So these mirrors very much signifies, right, the past and the present. And what happens when you were to move, right? When you move, all of these visuals in the infinity mirror moves along with you. So whatever you do now, however you choose to heal yourself, can change the course of your past and your future. So to begin this type of healing, is very important to have a foundation of channeling. If you are super brand new to channeling, I advise and suggest you to please check out my other videos talking about the safe steps to channel, learning how to do an invocation, protect yourself energetically, learn those basic skills of channeling first, and then come back to this video so that you're more prepared. You can do this safely with more confidence. The next step to do this is to start your invocation, addressing Source or the infinite intelligence, your higher self, your highest spiritual guides, or any ascended masters that you like to work with to join you, to give you spiritual protection, guidance, and energetically be in your field. You will feel a shift in vibration when these light beings are around you. You will feel a light consciousness around you. Maybe you feel tingly in your body, and you will just feel so much peace, tranquility in this state of being. And that's where we want to be when we do this type of healing. We don't want to be in a space where we are going through an intense healing or releasing, right? We want to be in a state where we are aligned, where we have the energy that is needed to do this type of healing, and that we feel safe emotionally, mentally, physically, and spiritually to do this work. So now that you have your invocation for your spiritual protection, right, asking for help, because the higher beings only come when we give permission and ask for help, offering love and gratitude in exchange, and to ask them to do this gracefully, easily, and appropriately, so that it's easier for your physical body to adjust to any detoxing symptoms or integration or processing that arises from this session, right? Your physical body is going through a journey with you. So you need to be gentle with your physical body. And in the invocation, the next step that you want to do is ask your higher self to show you where this blockage is coming from. What lifetime or multidimensional self is this blockage related to? And like I've said in the other videos, right, these multidimensional access point can be used for healing, but also for activation. Your past life don't always have to be just like the bad stuff. It could be the good, juicy, magical stuff as well. So in a lot of times in private sessions, what we usually do is clear the old first and then allow the new activations to enter. Because once you clear out the vessel, you have more space, right, and more connection to allow the light and your spiritual gifts and abilities to anchor into your vessel. Usually in a session, how I see is I'm shown like flashes of different timelines in different past life self. I would ask the person's higher self to show me the core vibrational wound out of all of these past lives. And usually they will hone me into one past life and then we will work on that one. And just like the infinity mirror, once you heal this one, right, all the other ones and your present and future selves will also benefit from the effect as well. So from that space, when I've honed into that multidimensional self, open up your spiritual channels, whether it be clairvoyance, clairsentient, clairaudience, or claircognizance, and ask your higher self to show you more. Okay, I'm here in the star system. Okay, I'm here maybe in Scotland, in, wherever it is, Lumeria. Show me more. The first thing you want to ask about is who were you in this timeline, right? Feel into, okay, who was I? Was I a woman? Was I a man? What was I doing? A lot of times it's shown to me in movies. So I just like follow the person, right, and see where they're going. And once I gather enough information, then I'll ask the higher self, show me more. Please show me more. So see into this timeline and see what is the blockages. But in itself, when you do the healing, it's important to acknowledge what is the spiritual lesson behind this lifetime. The matrix in this dimension is programmed by a certain group of species or a faction to amplify fear of our consciousness. So as you enter this matrix in this incarnation, when you pass through the third 3D matrix, your consciousness only remembers the suffering and the fear. And there's this fog, or we call the veil, that blocks you from remembering the good of your lifetimes as well. As the veil is thinning, now as light workers, you're being shown the whole spectrum of this lifetime. So I remember when I was doing another session with a client, we were shown, right, the pain of that lifetime. But I was able to expand that lifetime a little bit more and see into the good that that person has done in that lifetime as well. It's not just all wounds and suffering and conflict. There was a good side to this timeline as well. And in the meditation, you want to talk to your multidimensional self and help her realize that, I am continuing your purpose in this lifetime. I'm continuing to serve. And I am now, together with you, releasing these old vibrations. Let us embrace our gifts and let us merge these gifts together so you and I can continue work in such energetic and spiritual manner to continue helping humanity. Can you feel the power within this shift, right? Just that invitation alone can create such profound healing in your life. The next step that you can do is also ask appropriately. Sometimes your guide will show you the higher timeline, right? That past self might actually have a higher timeline that you can help her tune into once you release these sadness and grief from her and your body. And oftentimes we will be shown this other timeline where this past life self is happy, she's appreciated, right? She is confident in herself and she continues to serve and help others with her knowledge in plant medicine. So instead of your consciousness connecting to this lower timeline and holding on to it, through knowing what the karmic lesson is, through seeing it in a broad perspective from your higher self, you can now release yourself, free your past life self, and let her naturally float up to a higher vibrational state. And from this state, when you integrate her back into your Akashic realm, what happens? What happens to the infinity mirror? All aspects of yourself holographically shifts into this new frequency. So that's one example. Another example is I work with a lot of Lyran starseeds, and I'll talk more about this in another video. A lot of Lyrans carry galactic war wounds within their consciousness. And so a lot of times as a channeler, when I'm reading, a lot of Lyrans have suffered these war or conflict wounds within their spiritual body. So when you heal your Lyran self, for example, you want to go in, same principle, right? Acknowledge, yes, you were wounded. Yes, the space station was destroyed. Yes, that piece of technology was lost. But you have saved so many lives. You have served so many lives in your life. Have you forgotten that? Do you remember these souls on the same space station that you work with are also incarnated in this planet right now? And you guys are all searching for each other. Can you remember that? Once you see this lifetime in a broader perspective, naturally this multidimensional self will shift into, once again, a higher timeline. Instead of seeing this fear of everybody running around really frantically, being hurt, injured, you can see the Lyran self in a higher timeline, right, where everyone was able to evacuate in time, right? You might have a minor injury, but then you were rescued and you were healed, right? And you were back to normal. So from there, you bring back this Lyran consciousness of, instead of feeling, I'm always wounded, it's not safe, I have to survive, to, I am an ascended being of strength. I am an integral guardian of the soul. I am an awakened starseed. And you can now bring this vibration into your current body. This shift is profound, and this shift is what we are being called to do at this time. So I hope that this instructional video with some examples can give you perhaps some more insights of how to do your own multidimensional self-healing or past life healing. So if you're just beginning your journey, please know that you are shown this video for a reason. It means that it's possible. And because of the ascension timeline, everything is happening much quicker. My clients now, they can channel light language in 3 to 4 sessions. A few of them channel their soul songs or light language within the first session. So we are no longer in a timeline where it takes like hundreds of years oming on the mountains to activate our spiritual channels. We are in a different timeline now, everyone. Your gifts can be activated just like this. Sending you guys lots of love, lots of light. And if you need a little bit more support, I do offer private sessions online. You can visit my website, High Priestess Ascension, to book in a session. I also have some courses as well. Opening to Channel is a free 3-day course that I did in my Goddess group. So the pronouns might be towards she or goddess, but if you don't mind that, you can sign up for that and the material will still be helpful to your growth. I'm also opening up a course on how to access information or messages from your spirit guides. And these I will share with you practices that are channeled to me by higher beings on how to activate your light body, your spiritual channels, your third eye, to become an even better channel, safer, with more confidence and more clarity. So that one is a paid course, but if you're interested to work with me, right, in that course, please feel free to send me a message through my website. Email is the best way to reach me. So thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you guys in the next video. Much love and light.